Hi guys, it's me again, Charles Norman from AthleticSOS.com. And this one's a little special to me because I want to talk to you guys as parents about your responsibility with your kids. Now, we created AthleticSOS.com and the software so that you had a little bit more control over trying to find the right situation for your student athlete. And the thing that concerned me this morning was I woke up and I heard about the football player, the college football player that died on the practice field. Now, I was a football player at a major D1 level college, and it's tough. And football is about toughness. It's about not giving in to your body's natural instincts to shut you down, to tell you to stop. That's enough, right? You have to push past. You can't quit. And so I know that's a culture, and it's really a culture around sports in general. It's almost like the military, right? You break the person down, and then you build them back up, and you push them past the person they thought they could be, or the physical or mental limits they thought they had. You push them past that, and that's how you can compete. Because when it comes down to it, at some point in every competition, there's a moment where one team will succumb, and you can't let that be your team. You might lose, but you can't let the other team overwhelm you and beat you down, because that will break you for the whole season. And so for coaches, that's what they're trying to accomplish. So I get what they're trying to do, but there's always a line, and there's a line that gets crossed. And so I'm going to stay out of the college thing because I think everybody's looking into this anyway, and something will come out of it. I think it's a simple solution to me. The solution would be to put an expert, psychological, physical expert there that has the right to say, no, stop, right? That's enough. Or to work with the coaches and put together a plan of where you've pushed enough to get them over what a normal human being would be able to do, but not so far where it could kill them, right? So you don't want to do that. So anyway, what I want to talk to you guys more about are high school student athletes, right? So you are a parent of a high school athlete, and your job is to make sure you don't put them in a situation, that you don't let them get abused, that you don't let the school overwhelm you or the coach overwhelm your student athletes. You got to look out for them. And you can go in high school, you have way more control than you'll ever have anywhere else. Now, you don't want to get in the coach's way because they have to do their job too. But there are excesses, and you don't allow excesses, and you're making the choice. And this is always interesting to me because parents, as soon as something comes out, everybody wants to jump on and be a part of it. But while it's going on, when there's not a group, everybody wants to be quiet because they don't want to be the ones. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you see it differently. You have a gut instinct when something is wrong. And it's always interesting to me because you wouldn't let a math teacher or an English teacher or anybody else treat your kid that way. But somehow we've decided in sports it's okay to be a little abusive. And the worst part about this is there are coaches who don't do that at all, that they figured it out. They have a way of getting the most out of their athletes without abusing them, without belittling them, without overexerting them, without going too far, without crossing the line. And that's what you want to find. And so we want to do the same thing using our AthleticSOS software. So if your kid can play at the collegiate level, you have to start figuring out what is the best fit for your kid. And there's no excuses here now, right? In this day and age, you can watch every single game the school plays. And then you can go to games if they're local to you. And you want to watch demeanor. You want to watch and then talk to the other parents, talk to the other student athletes. Yeah, a lot of them won't say anything. In fact, here's a great tip for you. If you really want to see what's going on in a lot of these schools, go to any school website and for that sport where that coach has been there for a while, and every year that coach has been there, go back to the first year they've been there and start looking at the rosters. Start looking at the freshmen, and then go up a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. How many of those kids are still there? How many of those kids are still on the roster? That's where you start to see. If you see a lot of kids falling off, yeah, sometimes kids don't keep their grades up. Sometimes the kid just couldn't cut it. They shouldn't have been there. But if you start to see a pattern, right? You start to see certain kids just leave and leave over and over again. Sometimes they've had enough. Those parents, those student athletes have said, no, this isn't where I want to be. I'd rather stop now and go back. And they penalize you quite a bit, especially in NCAA. If you decide, hey, I'm not going to put up with this, I'm going to move on, you get penalized for that. So if they left there and it's a pattern, you might want to look somewhere else and really pay close attention to how that coach coaches. Try to go to some practices. You know, it'd be great if somebody would film the practices. And they don't have to film the practice on the field. Just film the coaches and their behavior and how they treat people. That's what you want to find out. And a lot of people say, well, we'll go play at, you know, maybe a lower level, D2, D3, NAI. It could be worse there because those coaches are trying to get to the D1 level. They're trying to move up. And so they're going to be even more into pushing and wins and at all costs and that sort of thing. So sometimes it could backfire you being at a lower level. Everybody thinks going to a lower level means it's not quite as intense. No, it could be the other way around. So anyway, so I guess my biggest thing for you guys as parents, this is your responsibility. That's your kid. There is nowhere else I see people let their kid get abused than in sports. Like it's just okay. And I know a lot of parents want to say something and step up, but you don't want to also go the other way where every little thing they do, oh, they didn't get a water break, or they didn't get this, or they didn't get that. I'm going to go tattletale. You don't want to be that person either. But you got to understand the difference between toughness, discipline, team bonding, all of those things, and abuse. Yeah, sometimes it's a fine line, but you got to know where that line is. And you got to know where it's not comfortable to you, and you got to know where it's not comfortable for your kid. And sometimes your kid just wants to be part of the thing. They don't want to be a problem. They don't want you to be a problem. But what are you going to do here? All right, so back off my soapbox again, but I just thought that was important. It really bothered me this morning. I was coming out to do some other videos, but I thought I should do this one too. So as always, you guys, best of luck to all the student athletes out there. We want to help you guys get there. If you want to keep playing, we can help you. AthleticSOS.com. If you can get your team to participate, go to our institution page, our high school page. If you can get your travel club program, we have a travel club program software set up. And then we have an individual. If you don't have anyone helping you, we're there for you. And so what we want to do is help you find the best fit for your student athlete, and then use your coaches, to your high school or your travel club coach, to help you reach out to the college coach and find the best fit for you guys and get you guys going. All right, guys, as always, keep them in the game. Bye.